The human brain is a delicate chemical garden that has been scorched by the relentless sun of modern overstimulation and frequent depletion. You have lived for so long in a state of neurological winter, wondering why your thoughts feel like heavy sludge, and why your ambition has been replaced by a gray, persistent fog. Every time you chose the path of least resistance, you were effectively pruning the very branches of your potential before they had a chance to bloom. But as you begin the journey of retention, you are not just changing a habit, you are initiating a seasonal shift in the very climate of your consciousness. Before we go deeper into semen retention mastery, subscribe to this channel and join our Telegram community. Link below. You'll get guidance, insights, and exclusive updates designed to accelerate your growth. Stay connected to your discipline, focus, and transformation. Begin right here. The first 7 days are a period of violent internal revolution, a chaotic transition where the mind screams for the comfort of its old, familiar chains. Your dopamine receptors are starving, and your brain will manufacture every possible excuse, every rationalization, and every doubt to lure you back into the void of release. You will feel irritable, anxious, and perhaps even more tempted than ever before, as your biology fights to maintain the status quo of your previous weakness. This is the wall of fire, the first gate of the warrior where the boy is separated from the man through the sheer agony of a disciplined and focused will. By the end of the second week, the internal storm begins to subside, replaced by a strange, surging electricity that many describe as a superpower state of existence. Your testosterone levels have hit a natural peak, and for the first time in years, the world appears in high definition, with colors and sounds feeling more vibrant and alive. You are no longer dragging yourself through the day. You are propelled by an invisible wind, a biological momentum that makes even the most mundane tasks feel like a sacred mission. The brain fog is lifting, revealing a landscape of mental clarity that is both terrifying and exhilarating to behold. As you cross the 30-day threshold, the mental shift moves from the physical to the psychological, as your confidence begins to solidify into an unshakable, internal foundation. You notice that your voice in your head has changed from a stuttering whisper of doubt to a deep, resonant roar of absolute and total masculine authority. Social anxiety, which once felt like a heavy cloak, begins to dissolve in the heat of your rising internal pressure, making eye contact feel natural and powerful. You are beginning to inhabit your own skin with a level of comfort that most people will never experience in their entire fragmented and distracted human lifetimes. The hook is the moment you realize that your mind is no longer a prison of cravings, but a weapon of mass creation that you can aim at any target. You begin to experience the sight, a level of intuition so sharp it feels like you are reading the very code of the reality unfolding around you. You see through the lies of the media, the manipulation of the messiahs, and the subtle games of the ego with a cold, crystalline, and very formidable precision. This is the stage where you stop being a passenger in your own life and start becoming the captain of a ship that is finally, beautifully, and eternally heading toward the sun. Between 60 and 90 days, the mind enters a state of deep stillness, a neurological rewiring that settles the nervous system into a permanent mode of high-performance readiness. Your focus becomes so intense that you can work for hours without distraction, losing yourself in the flow of your purpose, like a monk in a state of holy, focused, and pure meditation. The noise of the world, the gossip, the news, the petty dramas no longer has the power to penetrate the shield of your retained energy and your disciplined, sovereign mind. You are the eye of the hurricane, a point of absolute stability around which the chaotic world is forced to revolve in silence. The emotional weight of this stage is found in the sudden return of your long-lost dreams, the ones you buried under the rubble of your previous, depleted, and hollow, empty lifestyle. You will have moments of intense clarity where you see exactly who you were meant to be, and the gap between that vision and your current reality will fill you with a fierce, protective, and holy fire. You will weep for the man you almost lost, but those tears will wash away the last remains of your old self, leaving behind a warrior who is ready for the final, most intense stage of the transformation. Beyond the 100-day mark, the mind enters the God mode phase, where the distinction between your will and the will of the universe begins to blur and fade away. Your energy is now so integrated into your being that you no longer think about retention. You simply are the embodiment of masculine power in total, absolute, and unyielding self. You move with a sense of inevitability, knowing that whatever you focus on must eventually manifest in the physical world because your intent is backed by the full weight of your soul. This is the end of the script, but the beginning of a life that is truly, deeply, and eternally your own legendary and sacred masterpiece. The suspense of this final stage is the realization that you have reached a point of no return, where the man you used to be is now a stranger from a distant, dark, and forgotten land. You are standing on the peak of the mountain, looking out at a horizon that is vast, beautiful, and full of both infinite potential and terrifying, magnificent, and glorious danger. The world is watching you now, sensing that a titan has awakened from a long, deep sleep, and the air itself is vibrating with the anticipation of your next great move. You have mastered the stage, you have mastered the mind, and now you are ready to finally master the very fabric of your own magnificent destiny. Everything you have ever wanted is waiting for you on the other side of your own self-control, a prize that is as heavy as it is beautiful and bright. You are the architect of the aura, the master of the mind, and the guardian of the most powerful secret that a man can ever hope to hold in his heart. The journey is long, the fire is hot, but the result is a soul that can never be broken, bent, or stolen by the shadows of this world ever again. You are home, you are whole, and you are finally, forever, the master of the flame that creates the entire living universe.